Hey, good morning, everybody. So it's Monday, August 5th, 2024. The Hurricane Debby made landfall somewhere near Steinhatchee, which I believe is also where it made landfall, or Hurricane Idalia made landfall. Coming down here, this is Lloyd Subdivision Road. So this is the road we have to take to get onto our property. And there is obviously a tree down and power lines down. So there's no getting out of here that I can see. And the fact that the power lines are down, I don't think we're going to mess with this at all. But it looks like another tree from Mercedes's yard maybe, and then again we got our tree. Well, not our tree, it was on the property line is what was determined. It's back there as well. So we've also lost several trees on our property again, which is no big surprise, but this is definitely going to take a while for things to be repaired. So power's obviously out. We lost power around 3:15. But again, I'm not too sure. He might be able to drive around this. But I talked to Wes. Just give him a heads up. And there's a power line down on the other side. So we're going to be without power for quite a while. So we're up here near the north end of our property. This tree's been leaning since we bought the property, but Emily didn't want to cut it down. It's no longer a problem. It did land here in our little storm ditch, which it's not blocking the water flow, so that's no big deal. But a little bit of cleanup there. The end of the world. The driveway's still intact, which is really what makes me happiest. So we haven't gotten that much rain that it's, overtaken the culvert, so that's good. But again, lots of cleanup. That's what happens when you have all these trees. We lost a couple other trees near the pond, so we're gonna work our way down there and kind of assess what's going on. But this is I think we're only halfway through this storm, but we are halfway because it did make landfall probably an hour to the east of us, so probably 60 miles to the east. Again, it's Steinhatchee, but you hear the wind blowing and see the trees moving like crazy. I don't know how these little tiny things don't snap, but we'll go over here and take a look at what's going on. Now, the tree that fell was there on the north side of the property. We had this pine tree snap. Not too bad to clean up. And then we've got a tree over here that snapped. So I'm working my way over there. Gonna go check on Emily's beehives, which they should be fine. Again, she strapped those down last night. But all in all, so far, could be a lot worse. Just clean up. Over here on this side of the pond, so we've got another pine tree that snapped. Obviously that one's gonna be fun to pull out of there, but it shouldn't be too bad. A little one that that fell and snapped here. It doesn't look too bad either. This one's gonna be easy to clean up, obviously, due to the size. I like easy. Compared to the other ones, that's just a stick. Beehives look fine from here. So that's always a good thing. So they're all secured down. Continue our way around the pond. I don't believe the pond is overflowing yet. Not that it matters, but kind of something I want to check on. You see how bad those trees are shaking and moving. It's surprising we haven't lost more than that. Now the pond's got maybe another foot before it starts to overflow. They're saying the storm's going to stall out over land. It hasn't already. So I'm sure it's going to overflow before it's over. Emily's correct. We do have another tree that fell over there near the big tree. It's always been ugly and leaning, but it definitely looks like it finally fell. So that may be a fun one to get out of there because of all the wood racks. We'll see. Other than that, lost my archery stand. It fell over or broke. I don't know. Again, just heard a tree snap and fall in the middle of the woods behind me. There's a loud crash back there. So something big fell. Other than that, again, so far, so good. I have a feeling this probably rotted at the base. It snapped and fell over. Which it wasn't pressure treated wood, it was just some trees that buried in the ground. So yeah, they just snapped at the base. So skipping ahead, I think the video cut out because my neighbor Wes was calling me to make sure we were all right. And we were trying to coordinate, trying to clean up some of this stuff. So that's why the video cut out versus refilming all that. We'll just continue where we left off. Either way, so my archery thing fell over. It did rot at the base. So I'm gonna actually just take that apart, rebuild it using 6x6s. Put them in concrete, that way it doesn't fall again, but also so it doesn't rot. But those were just tree trunks that we had left over when we cut down trees. Either way, generators are running. The RV is self-sufficient, so that's kind of a good thing. With that generator, powers the entire RV plus one of the air conditioners. There's 2 air conditioners in there. And then over here on this side, we've got that generator. So again, Mateo, if you're watching, generator's doing great. It's powering the aquarium and the refrigerator in here in the barn. So we've been out cutting up trees with the neighbors. We had breakfast with our pastor Jared at Waffle House, which was pretty funny. It's a long story. Sophia, if you're watching, Spot's doing okay. He's right there. But yeah, other than that, still hunkered down because we're still getting quite a bit of rain and some gusts of wind. But all in all, we survived pretty good out here at Deer Run Farm.